everyone. Thank you so much for coming today. Welcome. We'd like to start off the afternoon's proceedings with a speech from Uncle Pedro.
Thank you, Devashan. Family and friends, good afternoon to all of you. Like most of you who have gathered here to pay your final respects to a wonderful soul, will agree with me when I say with all sincerity that to Mother Tipi, her family was her life, and everything else came second. She doted on her many grandchildren, great-grandchildren, her 4 daughters, and her 2 sons, sons-in-law, daughters-in-law. Her life revolved around them. Auntie Tipi gave meaning to the expression, "We are all born of love, and love is our mother." Mother is the name for God in the lips and hearts of little and big children. When you look into your mother's eyes, you know that is the purest love you can find on this earth. A mother is she who can take the place of all others, but whose place no one else can take. And that's how we feel about Mother Tipi today. When I saw the funeral notice, I learned that Mother Tipi was christened Sita, Mother Sita. Sita, the consort of Lord Rama. In many ways, she was as divine as Mother Sita of the Ramayana, always simple and humble. Yes, she was simple and humble in her speech, in her dress, and in her demeanor. And the other distinguishing feature of her personality was her perpetual, pleasant, and cheerful smile. A smile for all seasons and for all reasons. No matter how difficult or how disappointing an act may turn out, she never showed any emotion of resentment, anger, or hatred. She just smiled. Unharming smile. I know, because I was a witness to this side of her character. To illustrate this, Auntie Tipi now and again loved to have a flutter at the gaming machines at Sabaya. When asked how she fared at the machines, she would never echo or repeat what her friends would say. More often than not, they would say, "The machines ate all our money." And she would reply with that eternal smile, "Not bad. I too lost, but I enjoyed myself." Simple and humble always. Auntie Tipi is no more with us, but she left many memories with us that we can recall and celebrate her life. She is still with us in spirit. Sisters and brothers, this is the holy month of Purtasi, and even more auspicious, she passed on Tuesday, which marked the start of Maligapache. It is the time when we Hindus remember and pay homage to all the departed souls. We pray that her soul, her Atma, will merge with the Paramatma. Mother Tipi is blessed to be called to rest on this auspicious time. Thank you, Mother and Sister Tipi, for gracing us with your love, with your presence. We have been beneficiaries of your love, your kindness, your companionship. Glory to God for gracing us with such a wonderful soul. Please, Lord, bless her with eternal rest and peace that she so richly deserves. Jai Sai Ram. And my last tribute comes in the form of a bhajan. If you know the bhajan, please join me in the chorus. Varuvai, 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 amma. Varuvai, 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 amma. Tiruve uruvai, varuvai, amma. Tiruve uruvai, varuvai, amma. Irule nikida varuvai, amma. Irule nikida varuvai, amma. Undan arule polundidu sai, amma. Undan arule polundidu sai, amma. Amma varuvai, 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 amma. Kalyani karumari kamachiniye, Kalyani karumari kamachiniye, Mahalakshmi matangi meenachiniye, Mahalakshmi matangi meenachiniye, Varalakshmi varai visalachiniye, Varalakshmi varai visalachiniye, Ulagalammaye prashantitaye, Ulagalammaye prashantitaye, Amma, 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 Amma. Amma, 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 Amma. Varuvai, 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 Amma. Tiruve uruvai, varuvai, Amma. Thank you.
Thank you, Uncle Piero, for those beautiful words. I'd like to call the eldest grandchild, Troshan, to come and say a few words.
I'm speechless, lost for words, having shared so many lovely moments that looked like the sun was just rising for us, only to have a sudden turn of events saw your sun set forever. What pain, what agony, what a loss. For those who may not know me, I'm Troshan, the eldest grandson of Ma. Where do I start? I have such fond memories of such a strong woman that I thought would never leave us. When we were kids, Ma always took care of us, meaning myself, Trundavan, and Prasanta, not forgetting the rest of our cousins, with unimaginable tender love and care. Even if we are out of line, she would overlook our behavior and make it her duty to teach us the right from wrong. She would protect us. She would make sure that we have a good meal, and she would always take care of us. I clearly remember when Papa and Ma returned from a trip overseas, to Europe, I fought with Ma for not taking me with her. I pulled every strand of her hair, and she promised me that she would never leave me again. Ma was driven by passion in whatever she did, be it in gardening, cooking, sewing. She would do it to the best of her ability. Ma had incredible principles and values. She would not discipline us, but rather teach us morals and values. Ma had great compassion for others, always ever so ready to lend a helping hand, be it for a function, funeral, or religious ceremonies. Even if her health was not too good, she would make it her duty to assist in any situation. She had a great personality. She was able to get along with the young and old. Ma was well liked and had many friends abroad. She also traveled extensively. Ma's house was a place to be if you wanted to have a party. She would go all out of her way to entertain family and friends, especially if she knew that they were coming. Ma was thoughtful beyond expectations. Ma would never forget birthdays, special occasions. She would make it a duty to call early in the morning with birthday wishes. Ma, with the gift of years comes the treasure of knowing that there are many people who loved you dearly. The memories that you have made with us will last forever. The tenderness that you have shared with us will never fade. The most wonderful gift that you could ever given us is a special part of you that now lives in each of our lives. May your loving soul find eternal bliss, and we will always treasure your memory and keep it safe in our hearts. Rest well, Ma.
Thank you, Prashan. There are so many happy memories that we have of Ma that it would take a lifetime to stand here and share them with you. She's been there for every moment in our lives, both good and bad. As a child, I also remember Ma's house being the central point for family gatherings, lively suppers, and many happy December holidays. Ma's house always had a very specific atmosphere. It just felt like home. We would often drive quite late to Durban and arrive in the early hours of the morning, and Ma would always be waiting with hot tea and delicious curry to welcome us. As children, this was our normal. Ma would have us all running around the house, stealing her dishes as she cooked, invading her cupboards and finding beautiful saris to drape and play with, often coming downstairs only to eat and to take a break from our mischief. For the most part, Ma wouldn't really shout at us. But when she did, we knew that we deserved it and we didn't put up a fight. Her most famous lines were, "Where is your shoes? And come and eat, the food is ready." As children, I remember being very sad when anyone passed away in Johannesburg, but always having a small tinge of excitement because I knew that Ma would be coming to stay for a couple of days. For us, that meant lots of spoiling. Carrot cake, delicious roti, biryani, curries. In truth, we have all been incredibly spoiled by Ma. And having her in our life has not only been good fortune, but also an immense privilege. I can honestly say that Ma was one of a kind. To recover from loss like this, I don't know if that's possible. For most of us, life is not going to be the same anymore. But I'm truly thankful for the time that we had with Ma. She was the best grandmother anyone could ask for. She was a unique blend of love, intelligence, sharp wit, and humor. to everyone that she met. She had a youthful charm to her and was able to communicate with anyone with ease. She was well-traveled and well-read. She enjoyed her time in the kitchen, in the garden, reading, baking, and watching Indian soapies. I remember watching the movie Bagban with Ma many years ago and laughing at her when she would get so emotional about how the younger generation treated the older generation. I would tell her, Ma, you know it's just a movie and we'll never do that to you. But she felt so strongly about looking after people, especially as they got on in age. To this end, I want to extend a very sincere and heartfelt thanks to not only my cousins, but to my aunties and uncles who have always ensured that Ma was always comfortable and well taken care of. This seems simple, but I know that to Ma it meant the world. And I thank you to all of you that are here today. Ma was a remarkable woman who loved so many people. It is difficult to do justice to a person like that with a speech. But I know that if you met Ma, you knew exactly how special she was. So thank you for bearing with me, and I'd like to call upon my sister to say a few words.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Prasanta. I'm Sita Naidoo, or Sita Ma as we affectionately call her, eldest daughter. Firstly, I would like to thank you all for making the time and coming through today to pay your final respects to my grandmother. As everybody before me has mentioned, she loved people, and she will be so happy to see all of you here today to say those final rites. Well, today is a very sad day for us, as we lay Sita Ma to rest. We are thankful for the loving woman she was and the wonderful memories that she left us with. Sita Ma always put family first. She thought of everybody else before herself. Her family was her pride and joy. It goes without saying that Ma was a blessing to us all. She touched our lives in so many ways, and you've heard that from the speakers before me. She was a loving and doting grandmother, always making sure we were happy, healthy, and well-fed, irrespective of how old we grew. I remember recently I relocated to Dubai, and she would phone me on a regular basis and say, "How are you? When are you coming to see me?" I'm eternally grateful for God's timing. I was blessed to travel to Durban 2 weeks ago and spend time with Ma. Her body was frail, but her mind was still so strong. Despite struggling for breath, she still asked about all of her grandchildren and her great-grandchildren, inquiring how they were and where they were. There's really no words to express the loss we feel today. There is a void in our lives that cannot be filled. I'm only grateful that Ma is no longer in pain because she did suffer the last few weeks. She's finally reunited with my grandfather, Auntie Daya, and her siblings who passed before her. She will be missed more than I can say, and none of the words I've said or the speakers before will do justice to the person she really was. But she lives on through her children, her grandchildren, and her great-grandchildren, and we will do our very best to honor her memory and keep her memory and her values alive. Rest in peace, Ma. We will miss you. Thank you.
There are a few tributes that have come in from Rani Munsami and family in New Zealand. Our deepest condolences to the Naidoo family. Auntie Tibi will be fondly remembered with much love. Good day all. As a family, we would like to convey our deepest sympathies to everyone that has felt this great loss today. Our prayers go out to Ma's family, friends, neighbors, grandkids, and the children. Auntie Kamla, Auntie Gonam, Auntie Radha, Uncle Pregi, and Uncle Nanda. Especially to the sons, no matter the age, losing your mum is one of the most difficult things in life. I wish I could tell you that it gets easier with each passing day, but it doesn't. All we can do is surround ourselves with loved ones to get us through, day by day. We send our humblest apologies for not being able to attend today, but know in our hearts that Ma's spirit will forever be with us, no matter where we find ourselves. With love, Ishi and Krish and Uncle Links. I'd like to call upon my uncle, Uncle Pregi, to say a few words and to give his thanks.
Good day to you all. Thank you for being here and giving us all the support during the weeks that Ma has been ill. Ma has been in hospital for the past 2.5 weeks, and she refused to show the family that she's so ill. And due to COVID, no family member could visit her, but I did receive a call from her pulmonologist on Thursday night, and he had made arrangements for me to visit Ma on Friday and spend some time. Ma had spoken a few words, and this will always be in my mind. She complained to the unit manager, "I'm not happy with your food." First time she's complained. Ma doesn't complain. "I want soft rice and potato curry." Those were her words. So I called the unit manager to her bedside, and she inquired. She says, "Ma, I can only offer you rice, dal curry, and brinjal." And Ma just gave her a hard look. I didn't ask for that. So, yeah. And we were fortunate that the unit manager had given us, well, I didn't want to push too hard, an opportunity to video call, and it was my sister's 7th month prayer. So all the family members were at Ghanam's place. So she did have the last time that she had spoken to family, and she said she was so grateful to all of them for taking care of her and, really made her comfortable over the years. And that was the last. Monday, I got a call to say, Monday night, by the pulmonologist, "You have to come and visit your mom." By then, she was sedated and she was battling to breathe. So I want to thank our local GPs, Dr. Elton Erison, Dr. D.G. Govender, for giving her all the love and attention, and Dr. M.S. Khan, who is a pulmonologist, who went out of his way to give her the extra service and to communicate with the family, and to Intervention Hospital for the professional service and the communication with me. To my sister Ghanam and her family, thank you very much for whatever you've done for Mom. To the guys, Mom had a bell, and whenever she needed anything, she just ring the bell, and you'd see these guys, whatever they're doing, they'll just stop and attend to Mom. And to Tiara, thank you very much, darling. Being your met here, and being COVID around, whenever Ma complained about her back being sore, you have always attended to her. You never complained, you just said, Ma, I am there. So thank you, darling, for everything that you have done for Ma. And your manicures and pedicures, trying to cheer Ma up when she was down. So thank you. And those are my words. And may my Ma here rest in peace.
We will now conclude with the religious formalities that need to be done, so I will hand over to the priest. But once again, sincere thank you to each and every one of you for making the time to come today and to pay your final respects to Ma. Thank you.
For those of you who haven't had a chance to come to the we may do so now. We will start rounding up. We will call for the immediate family to offer the stems while we do the last few parties. Thank you. Om Dirjam Minna tiro ke daram yeni சொல்லால் மறிந்த பாடலான பசுமிலை காற்றோ சொல்லால் மறிந்த பாடலான பசுமிலை காற்றோ மழாரெல்லாம் மானோன் வணங்க மண்ணில் வாழ்வார மல்லாரெல்லாம் மானோன் வணங்க மண்ணில் வாழ்வார பூவார் மலர்க்குள் நடிகார் ஒழுவார் புகழ்வார் வானோர்கள்
என்னாலும் காப்பாயே Om Namah Shivaya.